Hi, welcome to our Pharma Topics channel. Welcome to the 12th series of the study material related to Food Safety Officer exam preparation. This video is related to nutrition. The nutrition information is known to everybody. Let us brush up this in this video. The nutrients are two types. One is macronutrients, micronutrients. Macronutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, and micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. Carbohydrates contains free sugars such as monosaccharides, disaccharides, short chain carbohydrates such as raffinose, and polysaccharides such as starch. Carbohydrates are present in rice, wheat, bajra, jowar, flowers, honey, and jaggery. And proteins are present in meat, fish, milk, egg, pulses, and nuts. Fats are present in butter, ghee, oil, cereals. Fatty acids are of two types. One is saturated fats present in animal fats, butter, and lard. Unsaturated fats are PUFA and MUFA, that is polyunsaturated fatty acids and monounsaturated fatty acids. PUFA is of two types, omega-3 fatty acids and omega-6 fatty acids. That is EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, docosahexaenoic acid, ALA, alpha-linoleic acid. Omega-6 fatty acids are present in corn oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil. Omega-9 fatty acids are present in olive oil, avocados, peanuts, and almonds. Calcium, everybody knows it is very important for bone formation and teeth formation. Among cereals, ragi is a rich source of calcium. Cola beverages contain phosphoric acid, often with caffeine. It may increase the fragility of bones in children and adults. So it is advisable not to take that. Strength of the bone is determined by computed tomography scan or DEXA, that is dual energy X-ray absorptionometry by T-score. T-score 1 is considered as normal. Between 1 to 2.5 it is osteopenia. If it is very lower than minus 2.5, it indicates osteoporosis. Increase in calcium can cause tetany. Phosphorus, it constitutes to about 400 to 700 grams as phosphorus. It is essential along with the magnesium. It is rich in milk and meat. Calcium phosphorus ratio should be between 1.1 to 2.1. It should be provided by the total diet. Deficiency leads to hypophosphatemia. Iron content is in approximately 4 grams in humans. It is highly distributed in hemoglobin, followed by myoglobin and other enzymes. It is rich in cereals such as ragi, bajra, and millets, and green leafy vegetables such as manithakali keerai in Tamil. And fish, red meat, and herring and mackerel fishes, they contain rich source of iron. Deficiency leads to iron deficiency anemia. Iodine deficiency can affect the thyroid gland. It may cause hypothyroidism or hyperthyroidism. Marine fish and eggs are good sources of iodine. Deficiency of iodine may lead to goiter cretinism. 21st October is the Global Iodine Deficiency Disorder Day. You can see the sources from this slide of iodine. Zinc. Human body contains 2 gram of zinc approximately. It functions as an important constituent of alkaline phosphatase and carbonic anhydrase required for many enzymes which require metals. In cereals, zinc is found in the outer fiber part of the kernel. Let us see about vitamins, minerals, and water. Vitamins are of two types. Everybody knows it. Fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, K. Water soluble vitamins, they are B complex group and C. Vitamin A is otherwise called retinol. It is essential for vision. You can see the sources from this of vitamin A from this slide. Deficiency leads to night blindness, xerosis of conjunctiva, cornea, white hot spots, and keratomalacia. Vitamin D, it is also called prohormone of steroid type, essential for bones, maintains the calcium phosphorus balance, and deficiency leads to rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. Vitamin D2 is called ergocalciferol. The more potent is D3 cholecalciferol. Vitamin E is otherwise called tocopherol. There are three forms, alpha, beta, and gamma, out of which alpha tocopherol is the most significant form of vitamin E. You can see the sources from this slide. Deficiency leads to irritability, edema, hemolytic anemia, and muscular dystrophy. It is concerned with immune function, vitamin E, and vitamin K is concerned with the blood clotting. And the sources are soya bean, meat, wheat, cabbage, lettuce, and oats. Deficiency leads to defective blood clotting. Vitamin B1 is called thiamine. Deficiency leads to beriberi. There are two types of beriberi. One is dry beriberi, which the muscles become progressively weak and walking becomes difficult. And wet beriberi, it is leading to edema of face, trunk, and cavities. Infantile beriberi is seen in many Southeast Asian countries where the diets consist of polished rice. Vitamin B2 contains is also called as riboflavin. It acts as a coenzyme FMN, that is flavin mononucleotide and flavin adenine dinucleotide. It is essential for formation of red blood cells, regulates the functions of hormones in carbohydrate metabolism. It is present in retina. It stimulates the optic nerve. And deficiency leads to riboflavinosis, causing a cheilosis, that is affecting tongues, reddening of cornea, and glossitis. Vitamin B3, it is called niacin, also called as nicotinic acid. It is a coenzyme for nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide and nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. Deficiency leads to pellagra. It is also called as 3D disease, dermatitis, diarrhea, and dementia. And vitamin B6 is called pyridoxine. Deficiency is not actually reported. Some types such as angular stomatitis, cracking out the corners of lips or certain types of anemia have been reported. Vitamin B9 is called folic acid. It is essential for maturation of RBCs. Vitamin B12 is called cyanocobalamin because it contains cobalt and cyanide. It is absorbed in the presence of intrinsic factor. Deficiency leads to pernicious anemia, that is inflammation of tongue, paresthesia in fingers, toes, and demyelination. Vitamin C is called ascorbic acid. It is very essential for collagen formation, formation of the dentin layer of tooth, wound healing, drug detoxification, regulation of cholesterol levels, reducing agent to keep iron in its ferrous form, adrenal cortex function, and enhances calcium absorption. Deficiency leads to scurvy. Citrus fruits are rich in ascorbic acid. Let us see the malnutrition infection vicious cycle. There may be appetite loss, nutrition loss, malabsorption, or weight loss, growth failure, low immunity, and mucosal damage, which may lead to infections, or infections may lead to this. World Water Day is observed on March 22. Protein energy malnutrition, it is of two types. One is marasmus. It involves inadequate intake of calories and protein. It represents a simple starvation. Body will try to adapt for it. But kwashiorkor is the same condition, but there will be insufficient proteins. Body cannot cope up with it. That is, but these two things are called a protein allergy malnutrition. I hope it's a short information of all the nutrition facts. I hope it will be useful for your food safety officer examination. Thank you for listening. Happy learning. Kindly share this to more of your friends. Kindly subscribe to our Pharma Topics channel. Go through all the other series and succeed in your exams. Thank you. If you like this video, kindly press the like button. Thank you.